Now, under Tennessee law, a person can't create a deadly force encounter and then claim self-defense. And based on the other person's reaction to being shot, you shoot somebody, and now you want to say he attacked me, and you're trying to claim self-defense. That's not how that works. And so the timeline is very important in this situation. If this courthouse employee who saw this video, who testified as to what happened, and I believe the employee said, yeah, I saw the shells hit the ground before Joshua Fox even came over and swung on him. The guy was already firing at him. He didn't even have to shoot him. At the point where he pulled the pistol, Joshua could have took off on him. But the fact that the courthouse employee said, I saw the shells hit the ground, that means this man is actively shooting at this man before he even swings on him. You see? So now what? Now the defense has tried to argue that Etherly initially disengaged from the confrontation. That don't matter. Okay? Okay, but the argument only worked even if he did disengage from the confrontation. Let's change the scenario. Let's say he disengaged from the confrontation and old buddy came up in the back and socked him in the side of the head. Okay, that's ordinary force. That's a one-on-one match. Joshua came up and hit him on the side of the head and then easily pulls out a pistol and shoots him. You still can't escalate from ordinary force to deadly force. You see what happened? Does that make sense? See how self-defense works? So what I'm trying to explain to y'all is Dalton Etherly has a problem. Okay? Again, the defense is going to argue that Etherly initially disengaged from the confrontation, but that argument only works if he truly withdrew from the encounter. If the video footage shows that he re-engaged the confrontation, drew a firearm, and shot an unarmed man before any physical attack occurred, then the withdrawal argument just falls apart like wet tissue paper in a Chili's bathroom. You understand what I'm saying? You know how when you lying in the toilet and then you try to sit down after you done line the toilet and the damn thing automatically flushes and now all the water been sprayed up and you sitting there and you got that water on that wet tissue and you got to hurry up and try to get in and out of that. Damn. I know we got some people that sit on the public toilet, but you know you got to line it. I know that's it, but the argument falls apart just like that. The argument falls apart just like that. You understand? This is the lady back here cleaning. Ma'am, I'm right. That's okay. Go ahead. Thank you so much. She had to get the trash. I'm about to go home. Can't be up here with y'all. But anyway, let me finish this up, okay? All right? So where was wet tissue paper? The argument falls apart like wet tissue paper, okay? And there's another serious issue. So according to the facts, and I know somebody just gave me a super chat. The lady distracted. You know what I'm saying? I'm here trying to focus and concentrate on this serious law, and she up here trying to clean up. I'm trying to do my job. She trying to do her job. Okay, but anyway, let's get back to this work. The other issue. Now, according to the facts that we have so far, there's no indication that Joshua Fox had a gun. Okay? And Tennessee law permits the use of deadly force only when a person reasonably believes it is immediately necessary to prevent death or serious bodily injury. And while an unarmed person can, in some circumstances, present a deadly threat, like we saw in the Trayvon Martin case, where Trayvon was on top of the Zimmerman's head, bashing him into the ground, that's clearly a deadly threat. It's far more difficult to justify shooting someone who hasn't yet used deadly force against you. Do y'all understand the difference? You see, do you understand now? Are you beginning to understand? Huh? Does that make sense? In fact, if the testimony is correct from that courthouse employee, and Fox didn't even begin trying to fight Justin Etherly until after he was shot, then the legal analysis flips entirely. At that point, Fox is no longer the aggressor. Fox is responding to deadly force that has already been used against him. And a reasonable argument can be made that Fox himself was acting in self-defense and after Etherly introduced deadly force into the encounter. And based on the evidence we've seen so far, Chud the builder's self-defense argument faces some serious obstacles under Tennessee law. If the jury concludes that he approached the encounter, re-engaged after separating, drew his weapon, shot an unarmed man before any physical attack occurred, then it's going to be extremely difficult to convince a jury that he used it and it was reasonable. And the reasonableness is the heart of every self-defense case. The reasonable man standard. What would a reasonable man do? Now, of course, this is very early in this case. All right, I'm sure there's going to be additional evidence that's going to emerge, and there's going to be more testimony, and the picture may change. But based on the facts presently available right now, somebody type right now, okay? Based on the facts right now, the state of Tennessee has a very strong, straightforward argument to put Chud the Builder in prison for a long time for the use of deadly force against Joshua Fox, who was unarmed. And Fox only began fighting after he'd already been shot or shot at. And if the jury believes the sequence of events, then Mr. Easley is going to go to prison for a long time. Somebody type booty bandit in the chat room. That's what's going to happen to him. You understand? You got a problem. They're going to be touching him. They're going to be chimping out on him all right. They're going to be bad situation. You understand? Now, what's the lesson? It's very simple. Don't mess with people. That's the lesson. All you white, again, earlier I said you have a right to say what you want to say in the United States of America. We have free speech. The government can't stop you from harassing people and saying mean things. The government can't do that. Okay? But what you're doing is picking a fight with people. And we are all Americans. And the most American thing that any American can do is fight back.
The Millers love the sweet sound of earning and saving money on Vinted with 0 selling fees and free shipping on all items. Don't wear it, sell it.